Yes. What's up? What's up? What is up? Super Coach Mark G, all up in your YouTube browser. And welcome back to Grow Healthy Get Fit. And yes, today is Friday. We made it. We made it to the weekend. We finally made it to the weekend. And I got to tell you, I am tired today. I'm tired today, but work went pretty smoothly, but I'm a little bit pooped. A little bit pooped. I can tell you, if I can definitively say one thing I notice right now creeping up on 50 is the fact that, you know, I get tired. I mean, I can literally remember the first time I sat on the side of the bed and I was like, I am tired. And was probably, I was probably like, maybe, I was probably in my mid 40s. I woke up one morning and I felt what real tiredness was. I was like, oh man, so that's how I'm feeling right now. Throughout the day, I was pretty good. I said that I was gonna go and sneak in a workout this morning, but I woke up this morning and I decided not to. I decided not to take the rest day like I'm supposed to, so I can have a great rest day tomorrow. The legs are shot. The quads, the hamstrings are both shot. Um, they're definitely uh, they're definitely worn out. I definitely got the work done yesterday, no doubt about it. So I'm feeling great about that. Feeling awesome. But I'm telling you, getting up and down was a thing today. And tomorrow, 9 times out of 10, is going to be a little bit worse. You know how that is. Delayed onset muscle soreness for those of us who don't. But usually the first day you feel the weakness and a little bit of unsteadiness in the muscle. But the following day is when the soreness starts kicking in. So tomorrow I can expect that. But I was really diligent on my diet today, made sure I got all the protein in that I needed to. Got the right carbs in the day, got my vitamins. I'm also started taking some collagen peptides. It's like it's from beef proteins, and want to make sure try to keep my baby boy skin nice and pretty, but it also helps with the rebuilding the cartilage and other recovery in your body. So I'm looking forward to see how that's going to work. And other than that, man, it's been a good day, So I'm set up. I'm set up for recovery, especially tonight while I sleep. Before I get to bed, I'll have me some yogurt and a little whey protein. Make sure those amino acids are available while I'm healing tonight, while I'm asleep. And I can tell you, I can pretty much 100% guarantee that I will have a great night's sleeps tonight. So I'm looking forward to getting to bed, believe it or not. And tomorrow we'll get up and get the party started again. So I'm looking forward to it. What else? Oh! Look at that! Look at that! 366.2, 365. Look at that! The trend is starting to go back the right way again. So I can 100% say 365 pounds has been the lightest I've been since the beginning of my transformation. So we are crossing into uncharted territories, and I'm feeling great about it. My workout, my training is really, really good right now. So I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. But the main thing, if I can attest anything to this trend starting to go back the right way, is making sure that I'm consistent and adhering to that diet. So I'm adhering to it, getting everything in, getting all the work in. Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm so glad to see you in here. Yeah, man. Our little crowd is growing slowly but surely. We're growing. Welcome. I'm glad you're in here, man. Yeah, we're. How was your day today? Did you get a workout in? Are you getting some training done? Let me know in the comments, man. I want to know what's going on. But yeah, So what was I saying? Oh yeah, So if I could attest it to anything, making sure that you're 100% on that diet is probably one of the absolute top things you want to do to make sure that you stay making the right moves. And that right there is making the right moves. 365.0, the lowest point so far in my transformation. And guess what? It's just going to get lower because we're getting shit done. That's what we are doing. Let's see. Holy moly, man. Yeah, yeah, you guys get that work in. You have no problem getting your steps for sure. Starting next week, I'm going to be trying to get at the very minimum 15,000 steps a day, pretty much every day of the week. At least 4 out of 7 days, I want to get 15,000 steps, if not more. And that is my mission starting Monday. Make sure that I get those in. Brian, how you doing, man? Hopes everything's doing great. Man, I'm riding on cloud nine right now, man. I'm riding on cloud nine. I'm feeling great about my transformation. Dropped a pound in a little change, man, and I'm at the lowest point since the beginning of my transformation right now. So we did a crossover. We did a crossover, and I'm getting it done. Omega says, I remember when I was walking 26,000 steps, I burned 1,000. Holy crap. Well, that's the thing. In the marching band, you're constantly doing the same thing over and over with practice, I'm sure. I was never in the band. I've always admired those guys. As you can see behind me, I'm a musical guy. But believe it or not, I was actually a singer. I sang, but I always admired those guys. We were, if you down here in New Orleans, there's a school called St. Augustine. That's the high school I went to, and it was at the time like a nationally known, pretty much, marching band for high school, and that was my high school I played football for, and those guys were awesome. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, man. I'm proud of the progress, man. I'm proud of it. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's some work. It's some work, and like I was saying earlier, I was a little tired. I'm a little tired today, but still my spirits are high. My mind is set on that on the end of that tunnel. I can see it. Even though it's a year away, I can still see the light over there, so we're gonna get it done, man. We are gonna get it done. We're gonna make strides and make sure that we get it done. Yep. Let's see, your boy's getting his steps in as we speak. There you go, man. You have a treadmill at home though, right? Yeah, so that's easy. That's good. I have a bike, but once I can, I have a garage that was, before we bought the house, it was transformed into an apartment. So it's all insulated and everything. So I'm probably going to end up turning that into a gym and slash grow healthy, get fit office really soon. And once I do that, I'm going to definitely get a treadmill to keep at home too. Right now we have a Bowflex bike, which I love to death. They're expensive, but that thing is awesome. That thing is awesome. Let's see what we got. Omega. MacBook Air for schoolwork? Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. You know, I don't see why not. It's a good computer. I'm not a I'm not an Apple guy. I'm more of a PC guy, but they make great products that last. So I don't see no reason why not to get it. Especially if it's something that you like. But it'll definitely get the work done. Definitely, no doubt about it. Let's see, Brian and Evan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the standing desk. Yeah, that thing is awesome. I don't know if I'll ever make that switch though. Maybe I'll get that if I do change the back house into a gym, before we move from here. I will probably get a standing desk. That'll be good. It'll take up less room. And if I have to sit down, I'll have a bench there. And if I'm sitting on a bench, I might as well lift weights, right? Oh man. Thank you. Thank you. You have given me more reasons to lift weights. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Stand up desk in the new office, in the gym, stand up desk, and a bench with dumbbells next to it. So every time I sit down, I have to do a set. So I think that'll work out just fine. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get that treadmill though. I want to have one at home, because that'll make things a lot easier. I want to get a good one. I'm a big guy, so I'm going to have to make sure that I have a treadmill that can handle the power of Mark J. Yeah. But other than that, man, things are going great. Things are going great. Let's see. No, man, I didn't know about that. Holy moly, man. That's why we talk about wellness here, man. We try to get rid of all of that negative stuff and try to find other things to replace it, like exercise and you know trying to get with loved ones and making sure that you have that support system so you don't feel they need those things, man. I mean, those that can be, man, addiction is a thing, and believe it or not, even food is addictive. Believe me, most people know that. Everybody who's going through a body transformation or anything like that, they're they're addicted to food some way or the other. Like me, I was an athlete pretty much all my life. I didn't have my first alcoholic beverage until I was 35 or 36, probably 37 years old, something like that. So I was always concentrating on making sure that this was right, and it's just crazy how even somebody like me, 100% on, my vice was food. So every time I felt good, I'd eat. Every time I felt bad, I'd eat, and that was my vice. And it got me up to 411 pounds, 411 pounds, So, I mean, that's, that's pretty hard on the body. It's pretty hard on the body. I can tell you that 100%. You know, I remember times where it was hard for me to even tie my shoe. So I would just keep the shoes tied and put them on. It was a mess, man. It was a mess. It was a mess tying the shoe, putting on socks, things, just simple, simple things. Yeah, coffee and sugar will keep you hooked. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, after a while, your body adapts to what you're doing, and more importantly than that, your mind adapts, and eventually those cravings go away. I know you're a big carnivore guy, Brian. That's a great diet. I've read a lot about it, excuse me, and I will be experimenting with it a little further on in my diet. But considering that I train so hard and I know I need to mentally be a certain way, and plus I have a kind of demanding day job, I'm not cutting anything out of my diet. But like the carbs I do take in are clean, rice, potatoes, in the right amounts at the right times throughout the day. So I make sure I'm doing that. Hey Tater, what's going on, man? Doing legs tonight. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That is what I'm talking about. Those, man, I'm telling you, you do them right. You do them right. You are 100% gonna feel it. But man, yeah, I'm feeling it right now. I watched the video over again today because I wanted to see how silly I looked when I caught that hamstring cramp last night. I was like, oh my goodness. I got to work and my coworker was like, man, I was watching the replay of the video and I saw you catch the cramp. I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. Like how silly did I look when I caught the cramp? I was wondering, so I had to go back and look at it and see how it was. But I found a bunch of nice clips in there, and made a couple shorts out of it. So it was pretty good. It was worth going back and checking out. So yeah, man. Um, so Brian, what do you have for training tomorrow? What kind of work you got scheduled? I'm sure you're off with your music teaching for tomorrow, right? But yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. He's Brian says that's exactly stuff you'll be experiment. Oh, I can't read. That's exciting stuff. You'll be experimenting with carnivore at some point. Let me know if you have a question. I'll be interviewing a fellow carnivore content creator next Tuesday evening. Yeah, that's awesome. I would definitely be paying attention and looking out for that. But I'm definitely going to give it a shot, give it a try. If not for anything, just for the fact of saying I did it. I mean, I love meat, so I don't see how it'd be a problem. And I did do keto for a while, or an advanced version of keto, which was pretty much carnivore back in the day before carnivore was a thing. But yeah, I did that. It worked out pretty well, worked out pretty well. You're doing legs tomorrow, 10,000 steps in the evening. There you go, buddy. There you go. You got it. Yeah. The good thing about it is the steps, believe it or not, and that's another thing I like. That's why I like zone two cardio so much. Getting that heart rate right in the fat burning zone, and doing that zone two cardio because it helps the muscles actually repair themselves, because you're shuttling all of that, all of those nutrients into the muscles and flushing out all of that lactic acid and all the other buildup, when you're doing that cardio, and your body's working optimally while you're doing that and for hours afterwards. So your body's really getting rid of all the trash inside, and man, that's why I cannot I cannot speak more highly of doing cardio. Walking just by itself was one of the main staples of me losing that first 50 pounds. And I am and have always been uh, a high speaker of doing cardio. A lot of people, they're afraid of doing cardio. I'm going to lose muscle. Well, if your diet is right, if your diet is right. Well, zone two cardio. No, it's not like HIIT. Zone two cardio is more of a steady state cardio, and it's like keeping your heart rate within the fat burning zone. And for people in their 40s, it's generally between 106 and 120. And it's just fast enough for you to be able to hold a conversation, but you don't want to be talking a whole lot, so just right in that area, and it's it's just a nice steady state fat burning cardio, and it primes your body to burn fat. You're not working so hard to where you're just burning all of the glucose out of your muscles as you would with high intensity interval training. High intensity interval training, HIIT, what you have there is that's moments of all out power mixed with moments of probably zone two area cardio. So you're raising up that heart rate, and then you're bringing it back down to a steady state to recover. And then you're raising it up for another hit, of high intensity. And then you bring it back down to a lower intensity so you recover again. That's what HIIT is. And it's good stuff. It's really great for your cardiovascular system, but you can get similar cardiovascular work from doing just regular zone two steady state cardio, and they're keeping that heart rate between 107 ish and I think it's 122 or somewhere for someone in their 40s to 50s. But there's a there's a there's a formula you can use for that. And I have a video on the main side of the channel explaining the formula and all, so you can check that out. But if not, I'll shoot it to you later and show you so you can figure that out. But probably what you're doing now, just walking and at a point where it's a nice brisk walk, taking a nice brisk walk like you're probably doing right now, that's usually where you are, you know. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You said it. You said you typed it as I was saying it. So yeah, what you're doing right now is probably more than likely zone two cardio. And I try to get it done pretty much every day throughout the day. At one point I was getting 20,000 steps in a day. And that's just on a regular Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'll be back to doing that next week. Try to at least get 4 days of that done. And that all depends on how heavy my workload is at work, how crazy it is. But yeah, I can usually take a walk here and there. I always have to check on my yard, and also I'm always walking regardless. Sometimes I just take an extra lap or two, and get it done. But the cardio is helpful in many, many, many different ways. And I'm telling you, man, you doing that cardio every night along with doing carnivore, and no carbs. That is impressive, man. Keep that up. I can't wait to see how it feels to actually do that. I'm looking forward to doing that myself. You know, I'm looking forward to doing that myself. But for these next 12 weeks or so, I'm going to keep a pretty balanced diet relatively, and I'm going to be cycling my carbs. So I have some high days, some medium days, and some low carb days. And I'll try to keep my low carb days on my days off from the gym where I'm just doing um, maybe flexibility work along with the cardio, and medium days on days where my workout at the gym isn't as hard as, say, like chest, back, or leg day. I want to make sure I have carbs on my leg day, because that works best for me, but we'll see. It's going to work. Yeah. Superhuman, man. Man, I'm looking forward to it, because anything with super in it, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. Anything with super in it. So superhuman is what I like. I'm looking forward to feeling and being superhuman again, man. I miss it. I miss it. I miss the power. But we'll get back to it, man. Because right now, I feel strong. I feel my strength is coming back weekly. My endurance is stepping up weekly. And it's all a testament to adhering to my diet, adhering to my training, making sure I get to the gym when I need to get to the gym, getting that work in. And the thing about it is not just walking into the gym, fellas. Once you get there, you have to do the work that you have set for yourself. And that's another thing. Speaking of doing that work, if you're not logging your workouts, you're making a big mistake. You're making a big mistake. If you want to progress, then make sure you're keeping your progress going. Start writing that stuff down. Start taking notes of what you're doing, and try to and the next following week or that following workout, make sure that you do a little bit better than you did the previous workout, even if it's 1 pound difference on your bench press, even if it's two 1.5 pound plates. That's still progressing forward. Even if it's one extra rep on that heavy set, that one extra rep is still progressing forward. It's going to push you further than you were that previous week. And and eventually those 1 pound plates are going to add up. It's going to be a 5 pound plate each side, then a 10 pound plate each side. And how long that takes, it depends on a multitude of things, but you will progress. You will progress. Your body will progress. Your strength will progress. Your endurance will progress. And you'll put on muscle. And the muscle is what you need to burn the fat. It helps burn the fat. It raises your basal metabolism so that you're burning more calories throughout the day just normally because you have extra muscle. That's the whole point of it. So yeah. So make sure that you're progressing in your workouts. Write that stuff down. Log it. If you're not logging your food intake and you're serious about making a transformation, start writing that stuff down. Get one of the free apps. Just use the free part and log those calories. If you have a Samsung or you have Samsung Health or something like that, you can log stuff in it. You can log your calories. You can log all of that stuff in here, and you can keep an idea of the calories that you're taking in so that you can make those adjustments. If you're losing weight and you shouldn't be, you're like, okay, maybe I need to up my calories, and you can look at it and you can see what the difference is. So if you put weight on the scale, excuse me, if you put on weight on the scale and you're feeling weak in your next workout, 9 times out of 10 you gain a little bit of muscle, but you're not eating enough to both maintain that muscle and progress forward in your workout. So, it's a point. It's a big point for you to actually start recording all that stuff. So if you're not recording it, get your notepad if you're old school, or get your app if you're not, and start recording your workouts. You don't have to go all crazy and get all these different apps. I use the Chronometer app for my food, and it shows you everything right here. This is what I use for my food, and I use this, and every meal that I eat, I put in here, and it's also connected to my Samsung Health, so everything's working together, so I'm getting my step count and my food count, so it knows how many calories I'm taking in, how many calories that I'm supposed to have for that day. And if I fall short on my calories, I can see, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling this way because I fell short on my calories, or I haven't made the gains I'm supposed to make because I fell short on my calories, and having those logs and really paying attention to them and logging everything down and making sure that you're watching all of those watching all of those numbers move, that keeps me motivated, because if I see I'm on a 5-day streak of getting everything done, the last thing I'm going to want to do is screw up on day 6, right? That's the last thing you want to do. And that's what I was saying earlier today, getting in the gym early in the morning. I didn't want to go this morning. I was tired, but yesterday morning. I didn't want to go yesterday morning. I was tired, but I got up and I went to the gym, got the work done, and that just set up the whole rest of the day. Even though I knew that my work day was going to be stressful and a bit of a strain, I was going to be in the heat a lot, going to be doing a lot of sweating, I'm doing a lot of climbing and lifting. I knew that was coming, but it set my day up because I had a great workout, so when lunchtime come around, I just ate my freaking chicken and shut up, because that's what I knew I had to do, because I'd already set the precedent early in the morning that today was a day for success. I got to the gym, I overcame my inner laziness. I made sure that I did the work that I had set in my planner. I got the work done. I surpassed some of the things that I thought I was going to do. So I'm set up for the rest of the day. I left the gym feeling like a freaking superhero. I was a superhero, So the last thing I wanted to do was to screw that up with a bad lunch or anything. I didn't want to screw it up at all. So, log that stuff. Look at that stuff every day. Everything you put in your mouth, put it in your log. Every time you exercise, put it in your log. Every calorie you burn, if you have one of the step counters or a Samsung or Apple Watch or whatever, make sure you're paying attention to that stuff, because those things will keep you honest with yourself, because I could tell you I'm doing one thing, but if you're looking at if I show you, hey, my weight was 365 because my that's it, that's it right there. So this is my scale. I weigh myself every morning. This is my scale, and my scale connects to my phone, and it tells me what I gained and what I lost, and it has a body fat analyzer on there, which, those things don't really work that great, but it still gives you trends. It'll give you a trend, like it'll say you're trending down. You can see you might be losing a few pounds here, you might be losing a few pounds there, but maybe the fat readout is not exactly where it needs to be, because there's no way to really tell from sending those pulses through your body, but it'll give you an idea. And if you see those numbers going up and down, it'll still give you an idea. So as long as everything's trending down, your body fat, your visceral fat, all those things are trending down, you're going in the right direction. Brian says, yeah, the best feeling when you conquer your fitness goals early in the day. Yeah, absolutely. It is. It is. And man, I mean, I know you can attest to it. When you get it done early in the day, you don't want to screw the rest of it up. You know, you don't want to screw the rest of it up. And it used to work the same way for me in when I was training in the evening. If I had a great workout the day before, yeah, I was stoked. I was stoked to get through the rest of the day to get to the next workout. And that's where I'm trying to get my mind right now. Trying to get my mind back in that mentality, that true beast mode, you know. And don't tell anybody, but I used to have T-shirts that I was selling called "My Beast Mode Ate Your Beast Mode." I might make them again, because people think they're working hard, but they're not. And that's understandable. That's understandable. But I work hard, and it's going to stay working. It's going to stay working. Because that's what worked for me in the past. That's what's going to work for me right now. I just have to make sure that I'm really diligent on my rest and recovery and my nutrition. I have to make sure those three things are on point, because that is what I'd that is what I'd that's what I'd say are the three very important things for someone in their 40s and 50s moving on forward in life. We can make gains, we can get strong. Don't let anybody tell you or force you into a box because they couldn't do it. Either A, they have terrible genetics and they couldn't do it, so they want to throw all their fears on you and tell you, oh, it's impossible to gain muscle without testosterone in your 40s and your 50s. Oh, you can't do it. You can't do this, that, and the other. But you can raise your testosterone by hundreds just through hard workout and the right diet. You can raise it by hundreds of points. Hundreds of points. It's proven scientific literature out there, proven scientific papers out there, proven scientific studies out there showing that you can raise your testosterone by hundreds. If you don't have metabolic issues, you can raise it by hundreds without testosterone therapy in your 40s, in your 50s, and even in your 60s. So don't let people push their beliefs on you. Work hard. Make sure you're getting your diet right. Make sure you're taking in the calories you need. And man, you'll be surprised. You'll be so surprised at the difference you can make in your body in a year. In a year. Yeah, man, I might put that shirt on as soon as I can. I used to sell it on Amazon. I might put that on the website once I get it up and running. Yeah, man. I got a bunch of them that I'm revamping. Things I've taken down off of Amazon, and I'm gonna put them in my new store. Got funny stuff. Good stuff, just to keep people going. Kind of humorous. You know, and I have a couple that people just absolutely love to see me wear. My wife and I, we cruise a lot. So usually on the first or second day, I wear a certain T-shirt, and it never fails to get a bunch of compliments, a bunch of laughs, so and it's true, so I'll show you guys that shirt one day soon. So yeah, man, but yeah. So that being said, man, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up tonight. Thank you guys for showing up every night, especially everyone who's been here. Tater, you're my guy. I appreciate you. Brian, man, I appreciate you for coming through tonight. It's great to have somebody going through the same thing that I'm going through, getting it done. Tater, he's going the opposite direction than us, but man, he's getting the work done. Gene, if you're out there, man, you're getting it done. I can't wait to help you get on stage, man. I'm going to help him get on stage. Helping you get on stage, Gene, when you watch this, So and man, it's great. It's great. What else did I have to cover? Oh, we're 117 subscribers, so got subscribers here and there. We're getting things done. What else? So the channel's doing good. Channel's getting views, so we're getting there, slowly growing, slowly but surely growing. I'm appreciative of that. I'm appreciative of all you guys. Thank you for spending time with me, man, for real. This is so motivating, so motivating. Let's see, what else is there before I get out of here? I think that's about it. Going to be filming some stuff, this weekend. I got a couple reviews to do, a couple food reviews that I got to get done. Protein review that I got. I actually got a carnivore protein, Brian, from carnivore. It's a beef protein. Going to be trying that out for the first time. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I will. I will get that rest, man. I need it. But other than that, I think that is about it. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all being here. If you're new and you're just checking this out, you're watching the replay, please like and subscribe if you found anything in this video entertaining or informational, or you just like my beautiful face or whatever, subscribe. Help your boy grow the channel. We're slowly creeping up there. So I appreciate everything. Yeah, yeah, man. It's going to be a pretty deep review too. I'm going to make sure I cover it all. I cover everything I'm doing right now with as much detail as I possibly can without making it boring. So I'm going to bring it all the way to the science, and then I'm going to back it off to fun. So I'm going to try to make sure that I get everything done. But one thing I can say for sure is I use MRE Light from Redcon 1, and it's all whole foods protein, and doesn't give me gas or anything like that. So I'm assuming that this carnivore is going to be the same. So I'm going to try to get that review done this weekend too. So man, I'm looking forward to it because I really want to open it and try it like as fast as possible. So yeah. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get out of here, get myself ready for bed so I can get up in the morning and get my wife to work. She works half day tomorrow, and I'm going to come back in and get some cardio in, and then I got to cut the freaking grass. Not fun. Not fun at all. Not looking forward to that, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. So that being said, I appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed, please like, subscribe, join the family, join the Grow Getters. Let's get it done. Yes, everybody, keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, everyone. You guys are getting it done. You guys are getting it done, and I'm proud. I'm proud and happy. And thank you guys for helping me keep going. So that being said, guys, you have a good night. And remember, today is another opportunity for you to be great. Don't waste it. Be prosperous tomorrow. Get things done. Get it done. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.